Please like and subscribe if you would like more content. I am live every day from 7 p.m. to 12 on Twitch. So this is going to be a guide on what to build on Warlock. So what I would like to try, I'm kind of showcasing the kit that I'm going to run for my next YouTube video. I'll be running this on Twitch tonight, and kind of way too much move speed on this kit, but I think it's going to be very fun. So for your move speed, you want to try to hit 310 to 320. You can easily obtain this if you get occultist boots with move speed and loose trousers with any sort of move speed. As far as like necklace and stuff, you don't really have to worry about that. For mid kits, you kind of want something along the lines of the Splendid Cloak. For like budget kits that aren't using the golden cloak, of course. So you want to try to get true or additional on your cloak, rings, and your pendant, and your shadow mask. I forgot about that one. And you want to try to hit the 13 magical healing. So you can get 2 on each ring, 3 on your pendant, 3 on your chest piece, and 3 on your spellbook. This kit's running demon clad, so that's just an extra 3. And then if you run demon clad leggings, then you can get an extra 3. But demon clad leggings are kind of troll right now, because they don't give a lot of move speed and they don't give any other good stats, except for the magical healing, of course. The maximum magical healing that you can get is with a unique occultist. This one's only legendary, and you'll get 23 magical healing. I haven't ran this yet, but the Falchion of Honor with the heater shield may be the best, because you're not going to use your Falchion of Honor unless somebody's right on top of you. So the extra armor, HP, whatever the heater shield's going to give you is going to help you win the fight. And then you can also block barbarians and maybe rogues if you're 1 HP and just trying to heal and you don't have Phantom Eyes up. As far as your will goes, you want to try to get as close to 40 as you can, but don't go over 40. The drop off becomes very steep after 40. Knowledge, I try to aim for 28 or higher. Don't go too high. If you go to like 33, that's probably as much as you want. 24 is the minimum that you're going to want to run, and it still feel decent. As far as HP, you want at least 120 HP on any kit. This is pretty easy with the golden robes and any sort of ring that gives vitality. The reason being is a gold archer that has insane weapon damage and such is going to hit you for about 116. So if you don't have more than 120, you're just going to get 1 tap. And losing a kit that's worth 15 to 20 keys because you don't have enough HP, it does not feel good. If you do have almost 40 will, you have additional or true on everything, then your curses are going to hit for about 39 to 40. This includes a legendary spellbook. So with each tier of spellbook, the magical damage goes up. That's treated like an additional magic damage, which an additional magic damage is better than 6% or 6 magic power or anything like that right there. The next kit that I'll be running for fun, other than this super insane move speed kit, is going to be a full will build. I know I said after 40 it drops off very hard, but I'm going to try to get as much as possible. Probably going to get a 50 to 60 on that kit. If you're going for mid kits, the ruby silver rawhides are definitely your friend. They give 4 knowledge and 3 will. Try to roll magic power and HP on them if at all possible. The perks that I like to run on Warlock, this is for duos. I would take off either Malice or Curse Mastery for anti-magic. if I was running trios. You're going to want to run Torture Mastery, Vampirism, Malice, and Curse Mastery. The Curse Mastery is very important while fighting Rangers or other classes. If you have a zombie near you, you can double dot the zombie and you'll just heal to full as you're fighting the team. Doesn't matter if you're missing your curses or whatever you're doing. There is an interaction in trios with Curse Mastery and a Warlock that doesn't have Curse Mastery, where the curses count as 2 different curses. So if you curse them and then your other Warlock friend curses them, they'll be taking double damage from the ticks. That also works with Power of Sacrifice. Power of Sacrifice gives 15 strength, 15 vigor. With Curse Mastery, that's a completely different thing. So I can curse the Warlock, he can curse me, and then I can curse myself. So I'll have 2 active Power of Sacrifices, which is equivalent to like 50 HP. And I'll still be out healing the damage that I'm taking because I'll be taking 6 magical damage. I'll be out healing that by being Power Sacrificed onto him. So very, very, very strong interaction there. Of course, as a Curse Lock, Curse of Pain, Power Sacrifice. If you're fighting other Warlocks, you're going to want to Power Sacrifice them as long as you do not miss. That way you get the extra healing, you get the extra damage, and that's most of what's going to win your fights against other Warlocks. The extra healing and damage. Being able to outplay other Warlocks. Flamewalker is a must. If classes are like Barbarian, Bard, Fighter, if they're trying to run you down, you're going to want Flamewalker. It does melt them super, super hard. Bolt of Darkness with the new Ruins change is definitely my go-to. If you're going to be playing Goblin Caves or such, I prefer Hellfire so you can just run through doorways and clear as fast as possible. Hydra, of course, is a must because you need something to heal off of as Warlock, especially out of zone or if stuff goes wrong so you can reset. Here's a quick tutorial on how to do Warlord as a duo with my partner Husky. So the very first thing that you can do is you go in and he's gonna do this aura thing where you have to stand in the circle. If you're not in the circle, you're going to die. Get 1 tap before it starts. I like to put a Hydra in hopes that it hits some of these guys, but you stand away from your exit, so he points and puts a cone near where your exit's not. As you see, I ducked just in case if they knifed, but they were not knifing. They were not knifing me. They knifed my partner Husky. You stand again near the cones, and you try to pre-curse this guy, because after he throws these out, he's going to start teleporting on you. You can heal and curse the stones as well. Make sure that you're getting the healing from it. He's currently chasing me. You can also get him to hit the stones so that he breaks them faster. Stand on top of him, phantomize, so you keep aggro, and he's constantly dying from your flame walk. Currently, if I am hitting him with flame walk, he will die in exactly 1 minute and 40 something seconds of flame walk. So a good 30 seconds of flame walk does a lot of damage. Of course, he is a skeleton, so he takes a lot less magic damage. So you're definitely going to want to try to get as many falchion hits as possible on him. Make sure that you bring a very good falchion and try to flame walk these guys. The biggest tip for anybody trying to do Warlord is if you're solo in this room and having a hard time with these mobs, maybe they're knifing you too much or whatever, somebody can, especially your Warlock friend, can start the boss solo. And after the very first one, if your friend runs out of the room, he will only spawn 3. So much easier to do it solo. Again, he's on me. He can't hit me with any attack while phantomized. He's currently standing in my flame walk. Flame walks ran out. Try to jump over all of these and flame walk as much as possible. Hydra near the spires. Shadow bolt when you can, and try to get those falchion hits in. Don't know how I didn't get hit. He does do magic damage to you. So, as a Warlock, you do have a lot of magic resist. I ducked a little late, but thank goodness Husky's not dead. And then we messed up the cone. I'm going to dot him, flame walk. Dot that so I can heal to full. Hydra near it, so the Hydra is constantly killing the crystal. For some reason, the Hydra is trying to kill my teammate instead. And there you go. Warlord is dead. Not too hard for a Warlock. We got some crap. Here's a guide on how to do Ghost King. Usually you'd like to enter the room with your partner so he doesn't automatically jump. But my duo partner was just kind of rushing it, and we were trying to get things done as I was talking to chat. So you're going to want to put your Hydra in an off position so it doesn't get hit by his bolts, his missiles. Hydra does a lot of damage, and you're also going to want to pain your Hydra so that you receive healing from your Hydra. You do not receive healing from Ghost King while his shield is up. Whenever he does the bolts at you, you duck him. When he gets ready to suck, try to be the one who eats the suck. I always double dot my Hydra so I heal through the suck, and then he takes physical damage in this form, as you can see by him immediately screaming afterwards. He does not take magical damage that I know of, and you cannot target him with curses. During his jumps, you're going to want to Shadow Bolt or curse these bats and try to kill them as fast as possible. If you Shadow Bolt them, they should be more than 1 HP if you have a decent damage kit. As you see, I'm putting a Hydra behind, and then I'm just trying to DPS him because he only has 1 screen left at this point. Hydra behind, killing off Hydra, DPSing. I should be using a Falchion at this point because he does have magic resist. A lot more magic resist than armor. And as you see, the loot was interesting to say the least. I'm going to showcase me and Husky doing Lich. The first thing that you're going to want to do when you enter the room is you're going to want to double dot the Lich. You're going to focus the mobs down because if you don't kill them in time, they become enraged. The archers usually stand still, so you're going to want to phantomize flame walk into them. Make sure to hit the boss with this, as flame walk does a lot of damage. I tried to Hydra right beside the boss so that the boss takes Hydra aggro, but Hydra also goes for the skeletons on the ground. So if you have it too close to the skeleton, he's going to hit that instead of the boss. You can block the orbs with your Hydra, as you saw me block one for Husky. Try to get as many Falchion hits as possible on the boss. When you have this purple circle, you're supposed to group up, but as Warlock, you receive so much healing. As long as there's no immediate threat, make sure to put a dot on the boss. The circle itself heals you, so you don't have to worry about having too much healing. It does 95% of your HP. While phantomized, that orb can still hit you. So try your best not to get hit by it. As you saw, I was flame walking him, and I kind of backed off way before my phantomize ended, as I did not want to get hit by the orb. Before going in on the boss, always try to flame walk before you go in and falchion him. As if you do it right beside him, your flame walk will hit him and he will take a lot of damage. As you see there at the end, I Hydra'd right beside him so that my Hydra would do more damage, but he died beforehand. And the boss loot was terrible. So here's a small tutorial on how to clear some rooms in Hell. Entering this room, you're going to want to Flame Walk, Pain, and then usually I Hydra the mage up there so he kills himself. But sometimes you're not always given the chance depending on where the Berserker is. And then you're going to want to stand right here. The bugs are going to come after you. Right here, every mob loses their pathing. So you're perfectly safe from every single mob as long as you stand right here in this corner. Don't know why, but they just lose their pathing, and it makes it very, very easy. And then you just run a train like you're playing zombies. Everything is dead. Here's a very quick way how to clear Throne Room. I start off by dotting something. It's usually a Thor right there. Just flame walk as much as possible. Run through, phantomize. Right here, you're going to want to phantomize all the archers. And then you're just going to want to stand on top of all the mobs so that they are hitting each other. That Berserker does a lot of damage. So do the two-hand axe skellies. So all I'm doing right here is I'm playing Call of Duty Zombies. Just walking around with Flame Walk. Making sure to keep dots on everything. Making sure Flame Walk stays up until everything is dead. They die very quickly. And usually you just want to Hydra in front of this guy so that he kills himself. There's going to be 2 more skellies at the very top that you're going to need to aggro. Killing the shield skelly from below an elevation is kind of hard, as you're going to hit his shield a lot trying to go for his head. So again, you're just playing Call of Duty Zombies. You're in no danger. Just flame walk behind you, so he'll die to the flame walk. A skull key can spawn right there, so make sure to look out for that. You can easily clear iPhone as long as you do this. I run by the dogs, make sure to aggro the dogs, curse of pain a couple of things, so that you can make sure they receive healing in case you get hit by the centaur and are unlucky like that. And then I'm just playing Call of Duty Zombies. Make sure to try to duck so that guy does not hit you in the head. As long as I have my Flame Walk up, they're constantly dying. Flame Walk does a lot of damage. And then you just phantomize on top of them and let them fight it out. Who is the winner of this fight? The winner of the fight, depending on if you can get the centaur to hit or if the Berserker does his like 5,000 hits, is usually the Berserker. But while fighting centaur, normally you're going to want to try to keep Flame Walk up, try to keep curses on him just in case you do mess up. If he swings from his right, that big swing, you just step left. You don't have to duck. If he swings from his left, which is like a horizontal swing instead of a diagonal swing, you're going to want to duck and move to the right. As far as the bat rim goes, the bats take flame walk damage even if they're nowhere near the flame walk. So always try to jump up and pain them before they even get close, and just run around with flame walk. Again, you're just playing Call of Duty Zombies at this point. Completely different game as Warlock. Completely different game. I guess Call of Duty Zombies is an understatement in this room, considering all the toxic zombies. But as you see, they're all getting hit by Flame Walk. Do not try to phantomize into this unless you're certain they're close to death, because you do take a lot of damage from those clouds. And as you see, just like that, there's one straggler and a couple of dragonflies left. The room is cleared. Here's the quickest way how to clear this room as a Warlock. The Berserker is always going to be at the beginning. I always start by painting him, and then you just Flame Walk. You run up here, there's going to be a Skelly that just spawned behind me, and an Archer Skelly. Make sure to walk straight beside the Archer Skelly whenever you go there. At the top, there's usually always crossbowmen, so make sure to phantomize so you don't get one-tapped by them before you reaching the top. Getting one-tapped in that room does not feel great. There's also a Wraith at the top, and he is currently following me, and there's a Skelly by Res Shrine. And you're just running around with Flame Walk. You're going to want to kind of circle back a little bit. Make sure that he's hitting at you. That way you can get your phantomize up before you hit the dogs at the top. I messed up and was a little too fast on this recording. But again, you're playing in a completely different game than everybody else. So I'm just standing on top of all the mobs, making sure that they're hitting each other. Now the only thing that I really have left is the Wraith. I have the Wraith dotted. He's walking through my Flame Walk. At this point, I know my damage. I know how much damage I'm doing. He's going to die before he hits the top, and he is dead. I aggroed the other guys from whenever I jumped down prematurely and did not have Phantomize up. So now I'm just Flame Walking the rest of them. And I jumped over his swing, and the entire room is cleared. There may still be an Archer Skelly at the bottom, underneath, where the other Lion's Head / Golden Chest could spawn. If he is there, you should have Phantomize back up. Just Flame Walk, Phantomize, stand on top of him. He may have one other Skelly behind him, but other than that, the entire room's clear. For everybody that's made it this far, hope you guys are having a great day. The next YouTube video that I'm going to release is going to be a maximum move speed kit. Has 345 move speed. Hopefully I'll destroy some lobbies with it. And I'll see you guys then. Peace.